What's going on, guys? Psyche here. I gotta find someone to play with because Hokage is gonna be gone for like the next week. I don't know. I don't know who to pick. I don't know why this guy always solo queues. He's a very good player. I don't know if Troy is gonna play or not. Or is he just gonna be one of those people that sit around at 0 stars? No offense. Also, persona changes, they suck, dude. Persona changes this week are so stupid. Last year, they made such massive balance changes to the persona. Last July, actually, when I first started my channel. They were so innovative. They were so new. And there was something original about them. There was something cool. They added some stuff that I felt like it was missing from the game. And just also made it a little bit more fun, a little bit more new. Something that this game really lacks, and the devs don't know how to keep it fresh. This is one way to keep it fresh, and they fail it. They absolutely fail it. These are really dumb changes, what they did here. So what did they change? They changed curiosity. This is an ability that's nice to have, yes, but I mean, did the survivors really need it? It's only going to make the hunter's job worse, so I don't feel like this needed to change. I feel like they did this for like the sake of innovation. Like you never want to innovate for the sake of innovation, because then it's not really innovative, it's not new, it's not necessary, it's just kind of there. And it was unneeded, a balance that did not need a change. It was fine the way it was. Curiosity should not have been buffed, in my opinion. There have been a couple other things. The stress is now on the top instead of this corner. Honestly, instead of moving these around, they should have kept the stress here and instead buffed Mechally to something more useful. The stress should be one of those perks that is on the side. The side perks are the type of perks where you really don't need them, but they're just more for convenience sake. So really, what they should have done is they should have kept Mechally and the stress in the same spot, but they should have just buffed Mechally, because now you have this useless ability here in the bottom left corner, and you don't want useless dead abilities on your persona tree. Let's see, what else did they change? They didn't change much after that. They buffed symbiotic effect. You guys know how it goes. This is a completely useless persona buff. If they don't buff spectator, then this is never gonna get used. So very bad buff by the devs. There's no point of buffing something that is mediocre when the entire tree is useless. The only reason you're going to try to go up here is for spectator, and spectator is garbage. Not a good move by the devs at all. Let's see what else they changed. This, Savior Complex. This is one of the more unique ones, Savior Complex. I'm just kind of explaining the persona while I don't know, I try to think of who to play with for this session. This sort of has the same idea as curiosity. Like, it's cool that they buffed it. I think it's a little bit more useful than curiosity, because before, whenever like a mercenary or a second rescuer, they would never get chaired. First officer, mercenary, gravediggers, those guys never get chaired. So the catfish effect wasn't very helpful. The only second rescuer I can think of that would kind of have catfish effect be useful would be mechanic and perfumer, but nobody uses mechanic anymore. I mean, most people don't, at least. And Perfumer is like, I don't know. I don't see many people use Perfumer either as a second rescue because Gravedigger exists now. So, plus Priestesses probably does a better job at it. There's just other survivors that are better at having this ability than, like, you know. What I'm trying to say here is, I think it was, now that I think about it, it actually is a good buff now that I think about it, because Catfish Effect, like I said, it was useless on stuff like Mercenary and First Officer, but now it has a role. Now they buffed it, they changed it, and that was the only buff that was worth changing. The other three are completely pointless. I feel like it was done just for the sake of saying, oh, look at us, we finally buffed it. No, it's completely bad. You can't just switch these around without buffing this one. No, you need to do something with this. You don't want a dead ability in this game. There is no dead ability in this game the same way Mech Elite is. It's so bad. Something needs to be changed about it. Hunters. Hold up, let's see if someone wants to play. I'm not playing with Seth. Seth has to work on his palette game. But, yeah, I'm gonna move on to, Hunter persona changes. Those I don't know as well, but I can tell you guys that the Survivor ones are not very, like, they don't change anything. Like, in the grand scheme of things, nothing has been changed for them. Distress wasn't really needed. Like, sure, it's nice that they changed it, but no one ever needed it. Mech Elite should have been buffed, not switched to a place that is even more useless for it. Curiosity got an unnecessary buff. That wasn't needed. And, yeah, I think that was everything. Oh, they changed one more thing. Horsefly effect is for kiters now. I don't know how I feel about this. Because, like, I don't think anyone who runs, any kiter that runs these two abilities, they already have such a strong kiting build. You're just adding more power to the kiters. This is unnecessary. Like, sure, it's sort of like Curiosity, how it's nice to have. But if we're talking fairness, then this is not fair because the survivors already have these two great abilities. And there was nothing wrong with the ability of 8% movement speed when you're near a rocket chair. That was a decent ability. Like, when you're a kiter and you don't have solid, like, let's say you're not Mercenary. Let's say you're something like Magician. Or, let's see what other survivors there are. Let's say you're like Magician or you're Seer. These characters, let's say like the Cyrus Prime and someone needs to go rescue. Characters, Prospector, Enchantress, Lawyer, I guess, maybe. But I accidentally clicked on him. But, characters like those really benefited from, what was it called? Bad Example. This used to be called Bad Example. Now they switched it with Horsefly Effect. It really was helpful for kiters to have a little bit of rescue potential, especially since their abilities don't help them reach the chair. So they need that Bad Example speed effect, which is really helpful, really nice. And they gave Horsefly Effect to it, which I think was unnecessary. Here's what they should have done with Horsefly Effect. Horsefly Effect it doesn't have a place for Rescuer either. Horsefly Effect doesn't have a place for Rescuer either. The sad truth is for that. Because Mercenaries, First Officers, they don't need Horsefly Effect either because they don't get chased. Okage isn't here. So where should Horsefly Effect go is the question. And the real answer is Horsefly Effect should not be here. Horsefly Effect should not be here. But it should be up in this build because this is such a useless ability, Symbiotic Effect. I know they buffed it, but it's still a really bad ability. Because this ability, if you go on the top route, even if they buff Spectator, the rest of these abilities will not help you kite. They won't really help you rescue. But this is a solid kiting ability to have, which is not useful for rescuers to have, and it just makes the kiters like unnecessarily more stronger. So it should be up in this build. And remove symbiotic effect entirely because it's not a good trait. You know what? This would be such an easy video to make. I'm working on a video on actually funny I mentioned this about I'm talking about the persona changes, and it just so happens that this week we got persona balances because I was about to make a video about how spectators should be buffed so that is a top tier competitive ability. And right as I'm making this video this week, they changed persona, and it's very disappointing what they changed. It's basically nothing. They did everything wrong. They did almost everything wrong except Savior Complex, maybe. Let me pull up stream chat. See what you guys think about this. So yeah, so the personas are completely... The changes were unneeded. They weren't very good. I feel like they weren't, like, thought well. The devs didn't think them through well enough. Yeah, they removed Bad Example and gave Horsefly Effect its spot. I don't think it was necessary because Kiters were already strong. You already have Perfumers, Seers, Enchantresses, Prospectors. You shouldn't be giving these characters more power from Persona because Persona is the strongest power in this game by far. Because no matter what Kiter you play, they will all be connected through that OP ability of Broken Windows and Palette Boost. It's technically called knee-jerk reflection or reaction, something like that, but I don't like to call it by that name. I just call it palette boosts. And really for that reason, they do not need. Oh God, we got it forward. I mean, I'd much rather he play Acrobat, but Acrobat is still not a very good choice. Like only on Circus will I very much approve of Acrobat. On the rest, he's like below average. He's not at the bottom. Like, he's not mediocre, but he's also not the best option. There are better options than him that you should be picking. Perfumer is one. Prospector and Enchantress are also other ones. His abilities are meant to help you vault obstacles and small terrain. The thing is, the only small terrain there ever is in this game is on Circus. So that's worth, like, going over. All other types of small terrain in this game, like the benches on Hospital, it's kind of... Oh god, I didn't even see him there. Oh. Yeah, but just all other types of terrain in this game, they don't really have much of a point. Very interesting. Guys, please ignore the cat in the background. Wait, why do I have Horsefly Effect? Oh, it's because I have Palette Boost. He's gonna dig a shovel right here. Here's the thing about the shovel. You can just keep burrowing. If they don't hit you, it's Oh, wait, he actually lost me. Oopsie. Okay, so there is an animation with the shovel that I messed up on. I always forget that with the shovel, that there is an animation that goes with it when you try to burrow out. But yeah, that's the problem with the like, look, I already have knee-jerk reflection. Why do they give me the unnecessary power of Horsefly Effect with it? Like, it just... A lot of second rescuers in this game not only have Palette Boost, but now they're gonna have Horsefly Effect? That's broken. That should not be the case. Actually, there's like 0 pallets here. Yeah, there's like 0 pallets here. I'm actually probably gonna die. Yes, yes. This hunter clearly isn't very experienced. He just kind of accidentally walked in that pallet. Yeah. I don't know what this hunter's doing. No, he didn't break this. Oh, thank goodness. I'm running out of pallets. Oh, he's just breaking every pallet. Oh, you know what? I need to get out of here. Someone's decoding here. So I'm gonna bait him to go over there. And I need to get out of there because someone's decoding. Oh, for once that trick actually works. I've never had that trick like actually work before. Because usually they hit you with their main attack anyway. Like that. Either that or the massive Foggy Blade hitbox catches you anyway. So you see right there that he didn't hit me, but the Foggy Blade hitbox did because it's that big. So yeah, because I dodged that Foggy Blade, now we just automatically have Cypher Prime. Also, did I mention Acrobat isn't really that good of a rescuer? Like, it's literally, I don't know, he's a meh rescuer, honestly. He doesn't really do a good job at it. Also, this Ripper body blocked me. That is really annoying. We might actually not win this game anymore because he body blocked me like that. And because he body blocked me for like a second like that, yeah, I don't think we're gonna win now. Yeah, we're not gonna win anymore. This Acrobat is... Okay, that was good. That's my problem with Acrobat. He's not that good of a rescuer. He's really below average. How did he miss that? We should have tied that game. Like, if we're talking, like, very high-tier experienced hunters, they would never miss that attack. Then again, I wouldn't have done such a good... Like, I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, that Ripper was not, like, he wasn't... It's clear he wasn't, like, a hunter main, a Ripper main. He was making a lot of mistakes as hunter. Like, he broke every pallet. That's not something that you see hunters do, because on that map, you don't really want to break pallets, because it just gives... If you break the pallet in that area of the map, you're giving the survivor free distance. But if you go around, you make the survivor's life a lot more difficult. That's why I was so surprised that he kept breaking pallets. And then there was that one pallet that he didn't break. I don't know. How much time does the shovel waste? It's about 20 seconds, 25 seconds. It's more than Tide Turner. It's like 30 maybe, even. It's very long. It's not worth the hunter to just sit there and just wait for the shovel to pop out. Because yes, even though there is an animation so that you're instantly going to get hit, the thing is, like, it's just, are you really going to sacrifice 30 seconds of your time just to get a guaranteed hit? Horsefly effect was very good for Mechanic before she got nerfed, yes. Horsefly effect was basically made for Mechanic. That's the one thing Horsefly effect did to the game. It made Mechanic so much better. It really gave her where she struggled, she improved on. You still need skill to drop those pallets and kite effectively with her, but it made your job slightly easier. It made it less harsh on you. it was just much more forgiving. But you guys see right here. Now, well, then again, I guess every second rescuer would have both these, like, Horsefly effect. I don't know, I just don't think that these two belong together. Horsefly effect should not be with this, because it just makes this build too strong for kiters. It's just... It's not in the right place. The devs did not think this through.
Get out of here.
So... that was not all for one. That Ripper was not all for one. All for one doesn't play like that. Like, you can tell from a hunter's playstyle how experienced they are. And that hunter's playstyle, it's not even that he was unexperienced as Ripper, he was just inexperienced at Hunter in general. Because he broke every single pallet, even though he could have gone around most of them. Guys, normally don't want to decode this cipher. But now there's like a new option to see Hunter spawns. This is like a very risky cipher because as you guys can see there's no PAL here. But early game, it's very unlikely that the Hunter comes here. The only time they ever come here is if like they have to waste like mad amounts of time transitioning from like mercenary to like, and you see like right there, he just straight up ignored me because I'm Gravekeeper and I didn't run out into the open. That's a very good PAL to use, by the way. That was one of the strongest PALs in this area, by the way. All other PALs here are meh because they're so easy to go around. That one is an exception. Oh my gosh, what is happening to our team? Ollivander's here. Okay, let's heal him up because he's our second rescuer. I mean, our first rescuer. Yeah, it was really lucky Dungeon was there. You know what else was lucky? He's lucky that the Ripper missed. It's impossible to miss that. It's not, you're not invulnerable when you jump. If you guys don't use Acrobat, I don't use Acrobat, but just so you know, Acrobats are not invulnerable when they jump. They still take damage in the air. You hate the cipher as a mech main, they never let me take the safe ones. And then spam thank you. Alive, then you're playing mechanic wrong. Look man, you're mechanic. It doesn't matter if the survivors took the cipher first. You have to be the one to take the initiative and kick them off it. Second, never decode that cipher unless you're a mercenary, first officer, gravekeeper, or some strong kiter forward, wildling. You don't decode that cipher unless you're one of those characters. It's common knowledge. Because it's such a bad cipher. Trust me, I learned my lesson over a year ago when I was playing with Mama, and yeah, I got embarrassed single-handedly. And she told me herself, don't decode that cipher. Oh god, I might not make it on time. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Dig. I knew I was gonna have to take a note. I was gonna have to take a note hit, no matter what. But I had to rush to save. I had to. This gives, by the way, the shovel gives you a 10% movement speed, so it's actually okay not to dig out of it immediately. You're actually faster under the shovel than, I mean under the ground than not under the ground. Plus, it's kind of more convenient because you get to see more. Oh, come on. Oh, survivors were around me. If you guys are playing against violinists, make sure you rescue early. If you're mercenary, it shouldn't be too hard since you have level pads, but you have to come there before, like, halfway. Like, at 25%, typically. That time I was just lucky that the hunter made a big mistake of not camping. He made a very big mistake not to camp, because if he were camping, then I guarantee you I probably wouldn't have even considered the rescue. Because what that would mean is I'd probably die. Like, there's no way I can have enough time to dodge the music note and rescue at that point. So now we have to... Oh, he just straight up hit her. Yeah, we're getting some very questionable hunters here who are making questionable decisions. A top hunter would know to never ever go for a basic attack at that point, and just use abilities that have no recovery instead. Oh gosh, there's no one at this door. I thought for sure Ollivander would be here. Where was he? He still has teleport though. I'm like pretty sure. Wait, why did he drop her? I have many questions. Oh, I guess there's maybe no rocket chairs nearby? I mean, I don't have Tide Turner anymore, so... I don't know what that hunter's doing, but You also dislike the cipher at the bottom of the ship in Lakeside. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's a cipher that needs to be moved. The cipher at the bottom of ship. There is, the way this game works is that, hunters always come from a direction, and you need to go the opposite direction. That's how you do the best kite. Not by staying at pallets, not by waiting to vault them. Every time the hunter goes around the pallet, you go the opposite direction. You guys might have seen me do that against that Ripper. Every time that Ripper went around the pallet, I didn't stay at the pallet and waited to vault it. I kept going around, kept moving. And, it really forces the hunter to, have to ignore the pallets because they know the survivor's gonna move away. And what that causes is then the survivor can use it for later. On top of that, they move on to a new pallet area. The problem with the cipher at the bottom of the ship is it's just that it's stuck in a corner. It's in a corner. It's in the corner of a ship and like a slightly higher up area. So what that means is the hunter always comes towards you from the open, and you can't do anything. You can't do anything to stop them. You have to actually run towards them to reach a pallet. And that's bad game design. That's bad game design for survivors to have to run towards the hunter for a brief moment to reach a pallet. The only way around that is if you know the hunter's coming ahead of time and you move to the ship, inside ship, because it just takes too long to move inside of there. if the hunter already spotted you and you already have a terror radius. Darn, only 7 people today. Is someone streaming? All for one, maybe? Do you plan on making character guides or something like that? A long time ago, I told a friend Ollivander, he's actually playing with me right now. I told him I was working on a prisoner guide, right? I made a script for him. I voiced part of it. I did that a month ago at this point, so I'm working on a prisoner guide, and yes, I will come up with character guides. Here's the problem though. They are undeniably the hardest thing to make when it comes to YouTube content for Identity V. They are the hardest. And here's why. You have to tell yourself what are the most obvious things that you do on a regular basis that no one else ever notices. And it's a lot harder than it sounds to make a guide like that and cover every single detail, every single piece of information. It's really difficult because what might be obvious to me is not obvious to you guys. And that's probably, I bet you that relates to school as well. That's why a lot of students say are bad, because the teachers don't realize that the students don't realize. It's sort of a hard concept to wrap around your head. But yeah. Oh, and on top of that, character guides, they cover a multitude of things. If I were to make a mercenary guide right now, I would practically have to make a rescue guide on every single hunter. And it's so difficult to think of every single possible scenario and to explain it to you, the viewers, and it's just... What? Oh, he got through the portal. Nice. Oh, nice. Oh man, but like that's just coming up with what to say. Then it comes actually writing it. How are you gonna arrange it? It's sort of like writing an essay. How you can't just write an essay and it can't be just any order. It has to be in a specific order. It has to be arranged. It has to be lead to one another. That's another thing about guides. You have to be a good writer, a good scripter. And I don't have a problem with writing, but that doesn't mean it takes time. I'm good at writing. I do enjoy writing essays for my English class because they are fun to write. For me at least, because I just enjoy writing them, I'm good at it. And finally, like, I'm explaining to you guys, like, the guide making process. It's just way too long. And then you need to edit the video together. You need to decide where are you gonna put the voices that you put, and if you're gonna make a good guide. If you guys saw Call Me Duty's Hellember guide, he did a very good example of how to make a guide. You need to explain every little detail, put it in a order that like leads up to one another. Like, let's say one thing leads to another. You start off with like early game, mid game, late game, how you want to play the game in all types of scenarios. What if like you need to go for the second rescue? When do you go for the second rescue? How do you rescue against every type of hunter? That could be its own video, honestly. It's just a lot of work. And yeah, finally the editing portion. If you want to make a good guide, you have to come up with good examples for a guide. That means for every time you mention something, anything, you need to have an example on the screen to explain to your viewers, like, the best way of showing anything is to visually show it. Like, explaining is cool and all, but you need to visually show it, visually prove that this is a real thing that you need to know if you want to play a certain character. Immerse and rescue scenarios are super complicated, exactly. So, what about the Prisoner Guide? The problem with the Prisoner Guide is this. The more I played Prisoner, the more I realized that there are actually so many ways of playing him, that the way I played him is not necessarily right, because there are other ways of playing him. Lamar needs to give either Ollivander or me the door, because we have elbow pads and shovels. She just has a portal, which, like, Hunter will kill her before she gets the portal away. Second Rescue, it's less complicated. I would say, at least. Second Rescue has 2 rules. Don't get hit early game. Let the mercenary go rescue. And decide if it's worth going for the second rescue. Mercenary, though, you have to be the one to make all the tough calls on your team. You have to decide when to transition to the chair, decide if it's even worth saving, come up with a plan on how you're going to rescue, depending on the hunter. Can you get a chair hit? Which direction to the chair should you come from? Because yes, if you come from certain directions of the chair, it's actually more likely you're going to get double hit than if you were to come from, like, behind a wall or something like that. It's really hard to explain. Second rescue is so much less, like, pivotal in the outcome of the match. But Mercenary has so much responsibility. It's actually, the amount of responsibility a Mercenary has, it's enormous. That's why every time, that's why I should probably get mad less often when a Mercenary doesn't know how to rescue, or they get double hit, or they don't come before half, or they rescue twice when they shouldn't have. There's so many things with Mercenary that you need to know how to do. You need to know when to do it. And I really get upset when Mercenaries don't know when to do it, but when I think about it after the fact, then I realize, you know what, Mercenary is actually one of the hardest characters in this game, even though it's rated only 1.5, I don't know, face mask difficulty. It's actually probably, if we're talking about when to do stuff, how you should do it, it's probably, like, the amount of tech that goes into Mercenary, it's almost comparable to Forward, how much tech goes into Forward. They rate Mercenary, the devs of this game, they rated Mercenary such a low difficulty, mostly because of his elbow pads and his kiting ability. And how he can take 2 hits, so it's impossible to fail the rescue, right? If we're talking in those standards, yes, Mercenary is a very easy character to play if you don't care about using elbow pads efficiently, if you don't care about taking hits early game, if you don't care about, like, just doing good rescues that, like, you don't take double hits on. But in reality, if you want to be a top tier survivor, you can't make any of those mistakes. You will single-handedly make your team lose the game if you do that. So really, no one appreciates Mercenary is the sad part, because, like, he takes so much work. He's also so boring. He's so hard to learn when to do everything, and he's so boring. Those things do not pair up well together. You never want a boring character to also be hard to learn. Merc is easy to use and hard to master, exactly. Anyone can just spam elbow pads, and anyone can rescue, because you can take 2 hits, it's super easy. But if you want to master him, you can't take those 2 hits, you can't. You'll be screwing up your team. You can't just waste your elbow pads, or else you're going to have a hard time on the rescue. And you can't lag. Let's just make that clear. You cannot lag if you're a rescuer, because if you lag as your team's rescuer, you are single-handedly killing your team. Yeah, stuff like this, like what you just saw right there. Maybe I make it look a lot easier than it actually is, but nice. Phew, that was a close one. Oh, and like, even if you are a top mercenary player, you know how to do everything with him. Mistakes still exist. You could still get terror shocked. So, like, yeah. Even then, it's so difficult to play, so difficult to learn. Mercenary's role is boring but crucial when it comes to rescues. Literally nobody would play him in quick match because he's no fun, exactly. No one chases him, and the way he rescues is boring. Unlike Coordinator, Mercenary just rescues and lets his teammate die. There is very little initiative taken by Mercenary. His role is basically just to take the rescue and leave behind his teammate, as if that teammate doesn't even exist. That's why for a very long time, I advocated that Coordinator is better than Mercenary, for 5 seasons. Seasons 1 through 5, I was so stubborn to admit that Mercenary was better. I could not see myself playing Mercenary because Mercenary lets his teammate die. Coordinator saves that teammate with a gun so that they can transition somewhere better. Here's the problem. Nowadays, survivors... Seriously, are we... we were decoding 3 separate ciphers. I think maybe it was part of my fault because, like, mercenaries should probably be the ones who have to follow the person. He's gonna hook me. It's just such a narrow area that it's not worth risking. I could have sworn that someone said they had like 83% done on one of their 3rd ciphers. Oh, maybe they were double teaming. They were like double decoding. Maybe. But like all we can do right now is to just threaten this cipher and let Ollivander keep decoding his. I meant to elbow pad there. The game didn't let me elbow pad. That's annoying. It's annoying, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. To make sure he doesn't hook me, let me just sit up straight. Oof, I'm in such a bad, like, sitting position right now. Like, my joystick is all messed up. This is a super... This area is... Oh, I got a bad elbow pad. I got a bad elbow pad. I was gonna get hooked anyway. I don't really know what we're doing right now. We're just kind of stalling. This is not good. Like, I really hope this perfumer waits a second after Ollivander gets hooked. Because he's probably gonna try to hit. That's not what happened. He just picked him up straight up. He's not gonna expect me to go down the side. Told you so. That wasn't even like mercenary. That's like months and months of Survivor experience, knowing the hunter routes. Like, it's like once you get to know the Survivor routes, you can play mind games with the hunter because the hunter will also know your routes. They know what routes you take, so they're gonna follow your route. But if you start to mind game them, hide your tracks, it's gonna confuse the heck out of them, and they're gonna waste so much time. And he doesn't have teleport. I even wasted a teleport out of him, so he got 0 value from leaving the chair and is forced to teleport. Alright. That's not to say that I like Coordinator more. I actually don't like Coordinator more. Mercenary is the better option over Coordinator. Finally caught your live stream, Seki. Hey, Fred. Glad you made it. I always watch your replay streams. Can't believe I'm watching a live right now. Well, welcome. I mean, it's just a live stream. Maybe I just don't see it the same because... maybe I should share near the gate. No. You had the right idea. It's so risky to do that, but if you can do it, the rewards are immense. It's high risk, high reward. Or am I gonna join the upcoming NAEU tournament? Hopefully, I'm trying to ask my team for Call Abyss. This is our team, by the way, LBM. You probably heard of us trying to go to finals, and then it got canceled because of the coronavirus. Lan is not actually in it. Neither is John. Bolin was supposed to come with us, but Bolin isn't in the team right now because he wants to match with us. If you didn't know, if you're in a clan with people, then the game specifically avoids matching you with your clanmates. So I'm trying to ask my team for Call of Abyss if they want to go to the NAU tournament for summer, and I don't know. The only like response I really got is from our team captain. I don't know about our other 3 team members. I don't think John wants to play with us. Like, if he wants to play, it's not going to be with us. Blue Race Car hasn't really been playing the game too much. I don't know about Bolin. Bolin doesn't speak English very well, so it's actually not a good idea for him to be with us, most likely. Blue, Liz, Dolan, and you. And Alex. Blue is supposed to be our hunter. Here's the problem with Blue, though. The problem with Blue is if we're talking competitively top tier, like going against other top tier teams who are using top tier hunters and survivors, then Blue doesn't really main the right types of characters. He mains Lizard, Ripper, Penguin. Penguin is like the closest one out of those three to top tier, but really he needs to know how to main Dream Witch and Blood Queen, and he doesn't do either of those. So we would be at a huge disadvantage against AO. The goal is to beat AO. That's definitely going to be our number one opponent. Like, no doubt we can beat the other teams. He mains Gamekeeper. That's not very helpful either. Unless it's Circus. Circus is the only option, but even then, Gamekeeper has his own problems. Hey, Unit 1, Miguel. Hey, guys. Glad to see you guys got the stream. Unit 1, what is with players not connecting, by the way? Unit 1, welcome back, Miguel. I don't remember you, Miguel, but glad to see you anyway. So yes, the problem is, like, I don't know if I have a team quite yet. I need to ask my team, and they just haven't responded yet. I absolutely want to join the tournament. Absolutely. You're gonna see me. I just need a team first. AO has such strong survivors. They're good at rotating. Exactly. They don't really play the game a whole lot anymore. Like, if we're talking about leaderboard, their leaderboard presence, it's very weak. It doesn't look like they want to keep continuing playing the game. They're just there for the tournaments. That's what it looks like. Schmitty, My Leg, Doc, Paul, and I think one more that I'm forgetting. They are all such great survivors, but the problem is, at the start of every season, they race to champion, and then they just stop there. They stop at 1 star, 0 star, 2 stars. And I really want to see them play more at least. But it seems to me at this point, like the past 4 seasons, according to it at least, they're just here for the tournaments. So, yeah, AO is no joke though. All of them combined are very difficult. I don't think Duty is a part of it. Duty is like sort of a part of it. I don't see him a whole lot though. Duty teams up with people other than those 4. Shirane. He teams up with like Murama. Like other also very respectable top tier players, but they don't have as wide of a presence as AO does. Okay. So a little bit of a bad start. We didn't find a cipher right away, which is you never want that, but okay, unless the hunter finds me first, then it'll be worth it. So now I can waste time. As long as I don't get a bad elbow pad, which thank goodness I didn't. I felt like I was getting a little bit of lag there. So yeah, Mercenary, he's there just to waste the hunter's time early game. So even though I didn't find a cipher right away, that was worth it because of our other 3 teammates got a lot of decode done. Very nice. I should have said the hunter has changed target. My bad. Hunter's changing targets again, really? He doesn't want to chase a priestess? He rather chases a gravekeeper, okay. Would it be your first time participating in a tournament? Because I don't think I've seen you in any tournament. Unfortunately, yes, it would be my first time. That would not be the case, though. If it wasn't for coronavirus, you would have seen me in the most popular of tournaments, Call of Abyss. You would have seen me there. Everyone would have seen me there. People who don't even know me would have seen me there. Unfortunately, we had to call it off because none of our teammates wanted to risk catching the coronavirus. And traveling during this time is just not a good idea, so we called it off. It was the smart decision. I don't really know what that's gonna do. That portal. Yes. Wait, what did he hit? He had Priestess? That's not good. I don't think Ollivander was paying attention. That really annoys me because Ollivander could have went through the portal. Oh gosh, my cat won't stop meowing in the other room. It's such a shame that I didn't get to go. Me and my team. Our team. I'm not the captain. Yeah, but I skipped the Halloween tournament. There was a summer tournament last year. I also skipped that one. Which I regret, by the way, now. Halloween tournament, it's just I wasn't really well known enough. I wasn't very high ranked at all. I mean, unless you count, like, Griffin 1 high rank. I don't know. You know what'd be nice? If my teammates would ping what cipher they're working on. What is this violinist doing? Yeah, you got the wrong saver, man. You got the wrong person. Oh, yes, we got it. We got it. Oh, can I really not remove this note? He died instantly, though. %. I had to remove a peeper. That wasted a lot of time. Perfumer does not know what she's doing. If you guys don't do that as Perfumer. Don't just sit next to the gay like that. Don't do that. Especially since people run trump card now, so like you're asking to be teleported on. Let the mercenary do his job. Wow, they both got away. Lucky them. Phew, we're winning a lot more today. Gotta say that. A lot more. I could have gotten so much exposure for my channel, yeah. Isn't that how Schmitty got so much exposure? It really sucks. I'm trying to find the replay of your last tournament, Psyche, where you guys won and on NAEU. There was no tournament, Fred. It was a point system. There was no actual tournament to decide who goes to Call of Abyss. The devs were too cheap to arrange it. You know, because that type of stuff, that takes money for people to arrange it. They need to hire people to arrange stuff like that. Should we ban Ball Queen? Or should we ban Dream Witch? These are the types of questions I ask myself before I go to sleep. Yeah, so, admittedly, we won in a very lame way. We won first place in a very lame way. Taylor evening. So, Schmitty already got exposure from persuading Grizzly when he first opened his channel. So I feel like that's cheating. It's okay, guys. I have an idea on how to get exposure for my channel. I'm not gonna say yet. But, it's gonna be a video that... I'm gonna try to release a video that everyone agrees on. That something needs to happen, like... I don't want to release the details. It's like... Yeah, that's all I'm gonna go for. That wasn't like huge. No, for Persuade standards, Persuade himself, if you compare him to other YouTubers who stream on this platform or make YouTube videos, he's nothing. 60,000 subscribers is nothing in the grand scheme of things. But if we're talking Identity 5 standards, that is a lot of people because, like, who is the hunter? Gamekeeper. That's a lot of people because no one really plays on the NAEU server because it's not so popular. Identity 5 is not popular outside of China. So the fact he has that many subscribers and he can, like, talk about Schmitty and basically, like, advertise him is really big. His streams are educational? Yeah, sounds very familiar, huh? But except one of them has a lot less people watching. Grizzly has like 150,000 subscribers. I don't know about Grizzly, guys. Like, Persuade... Here's the sad part about this game that, like, nobody wants to mention. The top tier community is tiny compared to the amount of survivors that are not top tier, that do not take the game seriously. Like, when you look in global, what do you see? All I see is elks, crocodiles, like, tiers 1, 2s, and 3s. People who barely play ranked, they're just in it for, fun characters and to troll, basically, and quick matches and stuff like that, and have fun. That's why Grizzly's channel is so much more popular than Persuade's. Persuade's is educational for the people that do want to improve, the people that do want to learn how to get better. But the thing is, Grizzly does clickbait videos. Grizzly not only does topics are so dumb too, he can make a 10-minute video on just the skin alone and keep talking about how beautiful it is. It's so cheap what he does. It's so dirty. That's not how... If you want to be, like, a very well-respected YouTuber, you shouldn't clickbait your audience. Sorry, Ollie. We gotta die. Because all that matters right now is we need to get these 2 ciphers. Oh no, please don't go towards this cipher though. Let's see. It looks like QC needs more help. I'm gonna help out QC. There's a robot right here. QC needs it more. Should I even use an elbow pad? Nah, I won't use an elbow pad. Hold up, someone just said trash about my Essence video. I'm gonna read that right in like a moment. Oh, you just watch. Who speaketh trash of me? Oh gosh. Ollie, you gotta last, bro. You gotta last. We have 85. 91. That is one tap. There's a peeper right here, so... Oh, you know what? I'm not decoding that. Oh wow, the priest is not get a, like, someone to help out with the portal? Oh, because they were right next to each other. I don't know if Robot can accept it. Robot should be able to accept portals. Come on. Someone's dying tonight. Cypher is primed. There's a part of me that, like, wants to play sneaky and, like, have the robot be bait. But it's just so risky. Alright, what did you say about my Essence video? Oh no, not my Essence video. Grizzlies. That Essence video where he says there's a guarantee at 60 just made me disappointed. No, he's not lying, Miguel. He's right about that. He's not lying. That was his only educational video ever. The Essence video. But yeah, he wastes time. He just digs into that 10-minute mark so he gets the extra ad revenue. Robots can accept portals, so why didn't the mechanic try to use the portal? Maybe she was being chased, I don't know. I'm sure you get this question a lot, but what are your thoughts on mech now? That's actually the first time I've ever received that question, Tofu. Mech is not S tier, but she's still A tier. She's A tier because of just her insane decode speed with the robot. The problem is the robot can only do like 1.5 ciphers now, maybe 2 if 2 ciphers are super close together. But if a robot gets knocked down at any point, then it's only going to be able to do like maybe a quarter of a cipher, a big chunk of it at least. But now the biggest thing with mechanic now is what the devs are trying to go for is you can't just drop your robot anywhere. I see a lot of mechanics before she got the nerf, they just drop their bot in the open. And I never criticized that because she just has so much energy on the robot that half the time she doesn't even need it. That's why you see so many mechanics not even try to hide the robot. That was kind of OP. That like mechanics don't even care about their robot because they just have a second one with like infinite energy. So now all it does is it forces mechs to be careful with their robot. But she's still really good if you can hide that robot well. And she's still a solid rescuer because she can decode and rescue at the same time. Still a very good survivor. You just have to know what you're doing. You have to know how to kite. and you'll be fine. I did not mean to pick that. As much as I'd like to go priestess, I have to go coordinator. I would really like a gravedigger over prospector. The mechanic nerf was needed. Honestly, I'm a mech main, and you just need to focus on map awareness and transitioning. Yeah. What Miguel said. Yeah, now I kind of wait to reach a cipher before I drop a bot. Kiting is overrated. Rotation / transitioning is much better. Small boy. I agree with that statement. But if you look at Persuade's like top 3 or top 5 most viewed videos, tight kiting is his like 3rd or 4th most popular video. The reason for that is because Geisha was such a popular character at the time, and circling those pallets like that was really nice against her, especially back then, since Geishas didn't know how to go through obstacles as you were circling. Now, tight kiting doesn't exactly work as well against Geishas, because now they know what they're doing more. Clowns, it doesn't really work with clowns. Feasters, they can drop tentacles. Ripper, it's doable, but a little risky because of his blade. But then again, he can do anything with his blade. The thing with his Ripper's blade is you need to keep transitioning, stay away from it, basically. Keep your distance. It just, ever since Season 1, the game has grown so much more and more away from tight kiting. Because tight kiting just doesn't really work. It doesn't work. It's better to drop the pallet these days and just see which direction the hunter goes, and whichever direction they go, just go the opposite direction. Either that, or you have to wait by the pallet and try to stun the hunter. Like this pallet right here, you can't just drop it. You have to specifically wait until the you can stun the hunter. There are very few pallets in the game where you're forced to, like, do that, though, so it's fine. I'm at 11% battery. I'm gonna get a notification, aren't I? So this is what you gotta do against Feasters. If they hit you far like that, then they're gonna place a tentacle. And you absolutely have to shoot them in the face at that point, or else you're going to get hit by a tentacle. And a lot of coordinator players, they don't know that. They don't know that, so then they end up failing the rescue, and it could have been so easily avoided. Let's see if he wants to heal me. He heals 20% faster, so may as well put his ability to use. Because it's not looking we're gonna pop the cipher, so we need a heal. Why'd he just leave the cipher, though? I guess he left it for me. That's so helpful. I always die when I play Cord. Oh yeah, it's a very, very obvious thing that isn't actually obvious on the surface. If you shoot the hunter in the face, the hunter can't do anything. They can't use abilities, they can't move. They're stationary for 4 seconds. That's your chance to rescue. And that's not for Feaster. Use this knowledge for against Wu-Chang as well. A lot of the times Wu-Chang will hit you from far, and then they'll try to teleport to the chair. If you don't shoot him in the face, you're probably gonna die. Because he'll have so many chances to dodge your flare next to the chair. It's just too risky. You have to shoot him in the face while they're recovering. Because here's another thing about hunters. Just like when you shoot them in the face with a flare gun, if they hit you, they can't use their abilities or move. Perfect time to use your flare gun. So often they'll try to like dodge it or go behind objects. They have free will to do so. But if they attack you, then they screwed themselves because that's a free shot. Oh no! All three ciphers are next to each other. Oh my gosh! And Ollivander hasn't even started one. This is basically going to be impossible. Unless I do that. But you guys see right there, like, if you're playing Coordinator and you don't have that gun, it's impossible to do the rescue. You need to fool the hunter, and it never works. Oh, and that trick that I did there, it's not even consistent. Sometimes it just hits through the chair for some reason. That time it hit the chair like it was supposed to, but I've had times where it just goes right through it and hits me instead. I've always had this idea for Coordinator. How can you make Coordinator at an equal level of Mercenary? Because here's the thing with Mercenary. Mercenary can double rescue. If he needs to. It's usually not a good idea because it's too risky. But he still can, if he needs to. So here's what they need to do with Coordinator. With Coordinator, they need to reduce the length of the flare gun and give her 2 bullets instead. Oh, I wasn't even going for that. Oh, that should not have counted. If I was the hunter, that wouldn't have counted. That's how it works for me. Whenever I'm the hunter, it never counts the terror shock when they're already halfway across the pallet. They need to give Coordinator 2 guns and reduce the duration. Because right now, giving her 1 gun just doesn't really work. Because not only do you only have 1 of them to work with, but also people are afraid to use it on the rescue before the rescue. Like you're going to the chair, but you don't rescue. Like what I did there with the Feaster, I had to use my gun. There was no other option. And I feel like that's something Coordinators are afraid to do. They fear that that's a waste of a gun, but really it's not. It's a very good use of a gun. I feel like if they gave Coordinator an extra bullet, people would start to realize that fact, and you have more top-tier Coordinators who really consider that fact and can really use the double rescue potential. But that's only if the hunter isn't like trying to dodge behind obstacles. But anyway, I'll be right back, guys. 1 second. Where's my phone? Found it. There's like no sound. Gosh, what did I miss? I think I said this before, but most Identity 5 guides are updated. Ooh, that leaves a lot of open territories for me. Some cords even can't blast rescues and use it to shoot hunters when they pick up survivors. Miguel, to do that efficiently, you have to shoot right as the hunter picks them up while they're in the animation. Because if they're in the animation, they can't drop the survivor. That's the only time that's okay. Every other time it's not okay. That's like a last resort. You should never use your gun like that unless you somehow still have it and you haven't used it yet. Sometimes when I get found first by the hunter when I'm in a bad area, I usually shoot the hunter to not get them the first hit. That's a very good use of gun. Very nice. If you guys know what I say about Mercenary, it's very important not to get hit early game as Mercenary until the rescue happens. Same with Coordinator. If you get hit early game as Coordinator, and the hunter leaves you, then you're gonna need healing. And not only that, but since you're Coordinator, the hunter's probably also gonna chase you. They're not gonna leave you like Mercenary. So it's even more important you shoot them. Yeah, we're gonna stick with this build. Remember that time Psyche shot the corner of a shipping crate instead of the hunter? Yeah. That should have hit. That should have hit. It's just that, you know why? It's because the hunter was so far away. When you're closer, the closer you are, the earlier the bullet lands. But the farther you are, it basically, like, that's basically more time for the hunter to avoid it. I'm definitely hiding that. The hunter totally spawned by ship. I got the shore spawn. Like, oh, that's so cool. I can see Priestess from here. Like, she kind of glows purple. You won't see her anymore, but I know where she is. She's across the other side of the map. In fact, I think if I use this portal, yeah, right there. This is a good portal spot, by the way. Oh no, dude, she teleported? She teleported right as the priestess went through the portal, and then she broke the portal. And then she took an instant hit. And now she's probably also gonna die. No, she dodged. Nope, she didn't dodge the cash. She's probably gonna die now. Man. That was such a bad portal now that I think about it. Why? Teleport, I mean. That was such a bad teleport because that cipher wasn't even shaking. She effectively used it not knowing if the survivor would even be there. Because if she teleports to the cipher that the priestess is working on, then that means the priestess is gonna go through the portal and she would have wasted her teleport. These cipher spots suck. Look at these cipher spots. There's one on the ship, one at the corner of the ship, and then there's another one next to that giant rock. So we have 3 ciphers right next to each other. Please just elbow pad, dude. What is he doing? Is he going for the rescue? No. He just did an elbow pad. Okay. You gotta go, Psyche. Good luck on your next matches. Bye, y'all. Thank you, Alive. It's actually going pretty well today. Gained a whole star. My gosh, that sounds like a bad thing. By the way, I only gained one star. I say like it as a good thing because the past 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I actually lost stars instead of gained them. I never lose points. Let alone stars. I don't even lose a point. Oh, she's looking for a teleport target. Let's see which direction she goes. Oh man, she just heard a chest open. I heard that chest open. Oh, what is she doing? Nope, she's following me. Okay, I gotta focus. Does this hit through? No, it doesn't, right? I'm surprised she didn't see this mercenary here. I think I should have gone for the rescue, not him. I was about to go. Okay, here's the good news. This Anne doesn't have a teleport for the next 60 seconds. And a gate only takes 20 seconds to open. Wow, you guys saw that? I got hit outside of her range. It's so annoying when that happens. Our teammate should be fine because she doesn't have teleport. Okay, actually on second thought, because they're just now starting the gate, I think she has like 10 seconds for teleport. 20. Maybe. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Ollivander. Oh my gosh, how many times have I told Ollivander not to rush the gate like that? It never works. Don't rush the gate, guys. Even if the gate's at 95%, don't think you can outspeed the teleport. You can't, because you still have to wait on the door animation. It's so annoying by Ollivander. Not a good play. You can't beat the door, guys. You can't beat the teleport. It's impossible. If they started the teleport before the door animation started, you're gonna die. Okay, we got lucky. We were very lucky. Miguel, shooting hunters that are already carrying survivors is not a good idea because first of all, they can drop it, and second of all, even if you do shoot the hunter and surprise them, there's an animation where the survivor is being dropped by the hunter to escape free. The only time there isn't an animation of being dropped free is if you shoot them in the middle of them being picked up. Then there's no animation of dropping them. But it's just, even if you surprise them, it's a very bad use of gun because you waste 2 seconds just on the animation of like the person escaping the balloon. Can I have your opinion on Barmaid 2? Barmaid sucks. I'm sorry. Barmaid is not good. I went over this a million times why Barmaid is not good. Barmaid only is basically a copy of Perfumer, except much worse. And think of Barmaid as a perfumer with one perfume, right? Except that perfume takes a whole 18 seconds before it actually heals you. Wouldn't it be just much easier to perfume ahead of time and then hit, like, I see what they were going for with the Barmaid. The point of Barmaid is if like you're bad at perfuming before you get hit, then you can drink a bottle and then you'll be healed afterwards. But that's not a good use because most hunters' abilities recharge within 18 seconds. Even Foggy Blade, if you don't drink fast enough, Foggy Blade takes 20 seconds to recharge. And even that can kill you if you don't drink fast enough. And that's assuming you got hit with Foggy Blade. If you got hit with a basic attack without them using a Foggy Blade, then you're gonna die for sure. Violinist, it recharges much faster than 18 seconds. Geisha's Dash, Feaster's Tentacle. Every hunter ability recharges faster than the Barmaid can heal herself. It's just... And how can you even mess up perfumes before a hit? If you play super safe, which I don't play safe at all when I play Perfumer. I do instant perfumes, which are very risky. But I don't mess them up. Like, I rarely mess them up. Darn, I kind of wasted my boost there. You need to use the boost immediately as soon as you get a terror radius, because you never know if the hunter's coming from this side or that side. If they're coming from this side, you're in trouble because you're going to be running towards the hunter for a moment. But if they're coming from this side, then you don't need to vault the pallet instantly. But you don't know which side the hunter's coming from. That's why you have to vault instantly. So it looks like the acrobat is being chased. Yeah, I can hear him like grunting. Church is the only map, as far as I'm aware, where you can hear like, you can tell who the hunter is. It's Wu Chang. You guys heard that? There was like acrobat just made a noise. This is the only spot in Circus, and I think the only map where you can tell who's kiting and who's the hunter just from sound alone. For some reason, if you're in the center of Circus, in the center of Church, then you can hear every sound that's made. Every single one. No matter how far away it is from you. It's not worth destroying the peeper, because I'm just gonna decode this faster. You perfumer is so hard because you need discipline on her. Yeah, exactly. When you're looking back, you can't be scared for the hunter to do one of those random fake hits. You have to be very familiar with the hunter's range. Same. By the way, that's how you counter Feaster. By the way, Feaster's tentacles. If you ever guys see me type Feaster, you'll see how close I am to the tentacle. Every time he uses a tentacle on me, I'm like a millimeter away from being hit by it. But I specifically do it on purpose, so that the Feaster is baited to use the tentacle. That way that the Feaster feels tempted to use the Feaster because it looks like it's gonna hit. But I myself know it won't hit because I don't know, I guess I just know the range by now. I'm very familiar with the tentacle's range, so I know when it will hit me and when it will not. And that's really, guys, the only way you're gonna force a Feaster to use his tentacle. You have to get close to it. You're not gonna bait him to use it by running far from it. You have to get close to it. That's the only way you're gonna beat Feaster. You have to play risky. You have to. And that means you're gonna need good connection. Anything that is risky requires very specific movements. And if you can't do those specific movements, it's probably because of your ping. I do have Tide Turner. And I do have a cipher that sounds almost complete. Okay, I'm gonna do a lovely trick I like to do a lot. Hide my tracks. Hunter has no idea where I went. Okay, but I have to get the cipher done. Very interesting. He's going to choose to chase me. Which means I actually have to get out of here. Because if I get out of here, he can't chair me next to that cipher. You see, now he completely left me now because I left the cipher. Since I left the cipher, he can't really afford to chair me anymore. That is why you guys don't look in chests. Never look in chests. For God's sake, Ollivander. Psyche as Perfumer. I'm really far behind in chat, by the way. I never play Perfumer these days. She's such a good character. She is still S tier. Like, for sure. I'm gonna drop this power so that I can get a boost from it later. It's probably gonna teleport. No, he isn't. You know, if Ollivander just wasn't looking in that chest, he wouldn't have taken a dumb hit. Guys, never look in chests, like, especially since they nerfed chests, making them almost useless. They took out Flare Gun. They nerfed every single item that comes out of chests, so you only get, like, one. It's so bad. It's actually useless. I was expecting that. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna chase them. Yeah, he's not gonna chase them. That's why I didn't walk up to the cipher, because he's too afraid of this cipher. He's very afraid of it. Hopefully, I'm gonna tell them Hunter's near me so that they can start healing. I want them to heal. That's fine. Oh wait, I forgot. I don't have a boost. Oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna crawl away from this peeper so I don't heal slower. Nope, still not out of range. Darn, is there a peeper in this church? I should be out of range of that. Yeah, okay. Oh no, Ollivander is once again trying to rush it. No, dude. Nope, that is not how you do it. You don't rush things in this game, guys. That is how you lose. I have an idea. He still has peepers. I'm not gonna walk up to Ollivander just yet. Oh my gosh, Ollivander, crawl to me, crawl over here. See, the hunter's not gonna be suspecting. I don't know if we can heal him up. He should have healed himself instead of crawling. Guys, I don't think I'm gonna get away. Yeah. Yep. I thought he would fully commit to the teleport. Sorry, Ollivander, but that was all his fault. What was I thinking? Yeah, Barmaid's advantage on Perfumer is pretty crappy. Someone tutor me how to cancel slow vaulting when you're mind gaming a hunter. You run in circles around the window or pallet. Yeah, just run in circles. They have to be like super tight circles though. There's a video of it by Proud Sensei? Really? I don't have very positive opinions about that guy. Oh nice, it's violinist by the way, you can see a shadow. I don't know guys, I don't want to talk about that conversation with Ollivander. Because if I say something, then I mean, I know for sure, since Ollivander knows I'm streaming, he's definitely going to come over to the stream and see if I said anything about him. I'm not going to talk about it. If I have anything to say, I'll say it to his face. Oh, by the way, guys, not if they do that. Here's a little trick you can do as Gravedigger. Watch this. Well, I said I don't move, I'm coming. Anyway, I'll take a hit. Darn, if I had realized, I didn't realize Ollivander was going for the save. Right as I clicked to dig underground, I saw his outline, and I'm like, shoot. I messed up. I think I still should have saved. Because, like, I specifically practiced how to save as Gravedigger against Basement. On this, I only know it on this map. And it's really strong how you can go in the back of Factory and just dig under. That's so strong, the fact that you can do that. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Gravedigger. Like, a lot of cool stuff you can do with him. It's mostly just basement saves, but the stuff you can do in terms of basement rescues is really cool. Like, you can go on the sides of buildings, like across the other side of an area where the hunter wouldn't expect you to dig underground. And it's super neat. I like it. Darn, Enchantress is being a jerk. How typical. All three savers are right next to each other. We're probably gonna lose this game, especially with that terror shock. We probably lost. Dungeon's here, at least. I can't help her now. Man, this Enchantress is being so passive aggressive. Alright, time to focus. That is not how you focus. You don't run into walls. Okay, thankfully he completely messed up his note. I think that's game over. I'm lagging. That's not good. Man, how am I gonna dodge this music note if I'm lagging? good. Yeah, Gravedigger can just dig down in basements like that. It's part of his description, but many people don't know actually how to do it. You guys know like the hand icon to dig down. Sorry. There's like a hand icon to vault normally. That's replaced by digging underground. That was not all for one. That was imposter. Unless this is a second account. I don't think this is a second account. I don't know. He doesn't play like All for One. I don't think All for One would have done mistakes like that. That's his alt? Damn, All for One, I thought you were better than that. I'm joking. He's a good hunter, alright. That's All for One? Man, you guys know all this stuff that I don't. I'm gonna have to watch from All for One's point of view later. Alrighty then. There are 4 people streaming. That's just from subscriptions. Okay. It's steaming in here, man. It's so hot. Maybe Sephiroth wants to do dual hunters. I just started watching Psyche because he got mentioned in Blue Stream once, and I kept seeing him in the top quarter leaderboard last year. Wow, someone remembers me playing Coordinator? What? Wow. I haven't played Coordinator in forever. Well, I guess does the season count? I don't main Coordinator anymore. I still play her just as well as I used to, it's just there's no reason to use her over Mercenary. That must have been when I was super stubborn, switching from Coordinator to Mercenary. Ironically, I first started watching Psy because someone mentioned that the Mercenary is also streaming. Wow, you guys find me out, out I exist through these like the most random things. This is what I mean by like getting exposure to someone's channel. It only takes it just takes this, just takes a quick mention, anything. And thanks guys for coming, sticking around. I watched him because I heard people are hating on him for being too honest and voicing out. I'll act like I didn't read that one. Top Coordinator last season, no. If you look in the season review, when was the last time I actually played Coordinator? 235 rounds in this season. 138, so I still played her. I still played her in season 7? Okay, now she's completely gone. Yep. Or 8 rounds. I played her for more seasons than I thought, actually. I played her up to season 7, wow. Season 8? No, not season 8, okay. Wow, okay, I thought I quit Coordinator a lot longer than that. I just saw Psyche in my recommendation. I really like watching live streams for the reason of handcam. What? You saw my 5-cipher kite against Ripper like 9 months ago. Oh, as Coordinator, that one. I'm super proud of that one. I wish I saw you play Mind's Eye. I think if you go to my very first streams, I still played Mind's Eye. I wanted to main Mind's Eye in season 5. Like if you look in the season record, Mind's Eye 51 rounds. So I was actually trying to main Mind's Eye. But guess what? Dream Witch became meta in season 5, so I had to quit her as soon as I started. Oh no, season 6, 109 rounds. Okay. So you see, I did main Mind's Eye for a time, but then Dream Witch came around and I had to quit her. I had to. That might also be a reason why Coordinator was dropped as well. Because as soon as Dream Witch became meta, I realized that, you know, Coordinator still is good against Dream Witch. You can just shoot the servant far from the chair, and you'll be fine. As long as there isn't, like, 3 servants next to a single chair. But just Mercenary is so much better, because if they get chaired in a really bad spot... Where's my content? All for One also once commented on your Facebook Call of Abyss introduction. What? I don't have a Facebook account. What? Lantern, you gotta link that. Link that in the chat, bro. I need to see that. Facebook Call of Abyss Call of Abyss? Or is he talking about that Facebook post where it was like a Vietnamese person, like an artist, drew out this comic strip for me about how I wanted to go to Call of Abyss and how I regret not going to past tournaments? What is it that? I saw Psyche from Blue stream, like they said something about him and I was like, he seems pretty good, I wonder if he has a channel. Dang. How Ripper psychologically affects me while opening 26 circle things. Yep, right from the first video, I knew I wanted to be satirical about my content. I really like making like joke videos, satirical videos, making fun of one thing, and just in a joking manner, of course. It's a lot less funny when it's specifically at a person, but when it's at a character, it's like, yeah. The official Identified Facebook page posts about the members of LBM. Really? I need to check that out. Psyche's Minecraft streams were OP. They were super lame. They were so lame. I think I did 2 of them. 2 of them. One of them was blaze farming and the other one was like actually getting to, after I collected all the blaze rods, actually doing what I wanted to do. You and your team were all posted on Identified main Facebook page. That's where I know you guys. That's cool. Okay. So I guess I didn't have to go to Call of Abyss to gain some recognition. I was talking about how if I went to Call of Abyss this year, I would have gotten a lot more recognition. The manner updates were so satirical, it kind of made me smile too much. I really liked it. Like there's something about it. It's something only like YouTubers experience, like, or maybe if you edit videos and like you put a lot of time editing them, something about seeing how all those clips align perfectly together right when I talk about it, it's just so satisfying to me. I really like it. Bro, and that's why you're funny? I don't like doing streams because all I have to talk about is the game itself. And the game is boring. The game is just the same thing over and over. All I have to talk about is my rank. That's it. Which is not very good right now. I have a 41% win rate. That's not very good. The Danganronpa crossover shade was on point. They're only normal people in clothes. Hey, I know firsthand after receiving this skin last year. It's an S skin, but it's a normal person in regular clothes. I want something like this. Where are these skins? I want something crazy like this. Come on. This is decent. It's cool. These are like original ideas. Original concepts that are super cool to look at. Nostalgia, Black Swan, Dance in the Snow. I don't actually know the names of the skins except Black Swan. That's the only one I know. This one. I really like this one. One of my favorite skins. I don't know why I bought this one. I'm never going to use this one. This is my favorite skin. Dude, the Ripper skins. The Ripper skins are amazing. This one is amazing, especially. I got this one. I've never spent money on this game. I just got them from luck. I'm not sure if the link works. Where's the link? You don't have a Facebook? I always see Hokage on Facebook dropping comments. No, I don't have a Facebook. Unless you want to see the Facebook account my mom made for me. For school. I never look at it. What's your favorite overall skin? It's probably either Black Swan. It's either Black Swan for coordinator. Sears, like Lunar Eclipse or whatever that skin is called. Or Smiley Face's Scarecrow. Probably. If I had to say a top 4, Scarecrow would probably be number 4. This would be like number 2 maybe. Black Swan's like number 1. Sears like number 3. I feel like I'm biased towards Black Swan though, because I've played coordinator for so long. That's why I feel so biased towards her. You can try making Facebook Psyche or just create a page to protect your identity. You know what? I made a Twitter. Recently I made a Twitter account to just like post announcements. I made it 2 months ago, but I still haven't made a video announcing that a Twitter exists. A lot of YouTubers, they use Twitter as a way of communicating with their audience when a new video drops, or when they have to make an announcement that there's what the next video is going to be, or maybe they want to post like just talk or something like that, you know. Chords Iron Lady is best. I hate Iron Lady. I can type out Psyche's bio. For what? For my Twitter page? I want someone to play Duo Hunters with me, dude. Yes. We have a test subject. Blood Queen Bloodbath. I might not know what that one is. Oh, this one. This one's amazing as well. Yes, that's a good one. Test subject. I bet Aaron's trying to, Oh, there he is. I'm playing on PC. So? How bad can it be? How bad can the wait times be? 10 seconds. Come on, it's 10-second wait time. Oh. I just found a Vietnamese person making a Facebook post on you and Mayhem. Who's Mayhem again? I forgot who's Mayhem. Like, he changed his name to something else. Go edits. Oh my gosh. Aaron, man. You're crazy. Edit. My favorite is Perfumer, then Ripper, and finally Mechanic. Although I'm best known for my Mercenary despite me despising playing him. To all the fans, please root us. I think there's a little bit more than that. I don't think I said please root for us. That sounds like sort of begging. I think I ran out of ideas to say. Guys, it's really hard to write a bio for yourself. I'm not gonna lie. I spent a long time writing that. More than I'd like to admit. Please root us. We're going to make this server stand out from the rest. Special thanks to my longtime rank partner Hokage, who I have been playing with for nearly 1.5 years. It's almost 2 years at this point. Yep, that's exactly what I sent to the devs when they emailed me like a description for me. Yeah, that's cool. That's just online. That's interesting. And for helping me get this far. Does this description ever stop? How much did I write? I also have a YouTube channel, Psyche, where I stream my rank sessions. Please tell me it ends there. This is getting way too long. Did my other teammates also write that much? All for One said you wrote a full essay compared to everybody else. I was hoping you said something more positive. Oh man. Yeah, as soon as you were like writing out everything, I had a feeling that this is getting a little bit out of hand. What did everyone else write? Teach me how to save against fully fed violin. Oh my gosh, I'm so cheesy. My favorites are for Perfumer, Ripper, and Violin Mechanic. Mechanic is fun. I remember when I first bought Mechanic, it was so much fun playing her. Like, abusing the robot, that was so much fun. But he also said he thinks you're a really good player. Aw. He's so nice. Does he really think that? I think he means it. The thing with violin is, Katz is busy watching Netflix. Oh, wait. I just saw you said that. I just saw. I don't know, does All For One want to play Duo Hunters? What do you guys think? Do you think All For One wants to play Duo Hunter? I've never played with All For One except that one time where we played 5v5 together, and that was because someone else invited him. There is a method to save against violinists. If you're going to save against violinists, you have to come to the chair a little bit early. You can't come when it's almost halfway. You have to come like at 25%. That way you can bait out a music note. Now, if he doesn't have his final presence ability, then just stay away from being in between the music note and the hunter. If you do that, then the hunter will have a really hard time trying to hit a music note on you because it won't be instantaneous if he tries to do it. So you'll have an easy time dodging it. The problem is what happens if he has his final presence ability and he uses a music note. You're still streaming? Yeah, I'm still streaming. I'm trying to find someone to play Duo Hunters. Maybe Sephiroth wants to. I don't know if Sephiroth's even online. If the violinist has, what's it called? If he has his final presence ability, then what you have to do is you have to stand next to the music note that the violinist put. That's the easiest way. If you hug the music note, like the notes, the string note, then it actually can't hit you. The final presence ability can't hit you. The music note itself can't hit you anymore. It's only whatever else is in front of it can hit you. But if you're next to the music note, it like sort of think about it as like Feaster's Tentacle. You know how you can circle Feaster's Tentacle and it can't hit you? Same thing with the music note. If you hug the string note, you don't even have to be inside of it, just on the side of it. You won't get hit by it. It's hard to explain. But like if you see me do it, it'll be so much clearer. I've done it in a couple of kites. Do you stop when he uses his second skill? In my experience, if you try to go in between, it never works. It never works. For some reason, it always counts as a hit, and sometimes it doesn't. Even if you purposefully try to go inside of it. I don't know, the hitbox is really messed up, so I don't recommend trying to dodge it in any way. If you're gonna dodge it, either completely go to the side of it so you're not in the way of it, or be next to the main music note. That's what you have to do, but honestly, I'm probably gonna end the stream here because I don't know. GS, do you want to play? Maybe Smiley wants to play. Me being a visual learner. Yeah, this kind of stuff, especially that, when you're trying to explain it, it just doesn't work. That's why I said earlier, if you're going to make a guide video, it has to have lots of examples and lots of clips. It can't just be like you're talking, there's random gameplay in the background. That's what iAlien used to do for his top first tier list. I don't know if he still does that, but iAlien's tier list videos, he always puts random gameplay in the background so you have no idea where in the video you are. Like, where in the tier list you are. They just wait for me to unearth myself. One thing I also do, Scar, is I make my movements very random. The more random you make your movements, the harder it is for them to land a music note. Oftentimes, violinists don't even try to go for it when I make random movements. And like, I go around their first music note, so then it's really hard for them to get a hit on me. Scar, I think if you played violinist and understood how janky it is to control the music notes, you would start to see how like, if you keep moving around, then you'll understand better how it's so easy to dodge and weave around it. But that's what I do. Yeah, Smiley, Duo Hunter. That's what I do whenever a new hunter comes out. Whenever a new hunter comes out, I always play that hunter. A violinist is one of those hunters where he's super good, but the trying to control the music notes is super janky. So you can use that to your advantage. That means it's like super hard to aim at those things, giving you lots of reaction time to like see when he's aiming it, and you can move out the way. Oh, I forgot to explain to Aaron. I still am. It's just she's out for this week doing exams. Rip Trump. It's supposed to be short for Ripper and Trump card, not Rip Trump. Yeah, Hokage. Smiley, what's your profile for your YouTube? It looks like photographer. Is Aaron still here? Oh yeah, he's here. See ya. Alright. I don't know if Smiley approves of me double teaming. I always double team in Duo Hunters. Early game. Early game, if you want to win in Duo Hunters, you double team early game. So that you take down a person in 10 seconds, and then one person camps, the other teleports away. I need to find that Facebook page for Identity 5. Really, someone... They actually posted about our team. That's cool. Identity 5, LBM. What is this called? A link didn't show up, by the way. Lantern. I think Lantern was the one offering to. Yeah, it wasn't showing up in chat. I need to see this. Oh man, never mind. I found the one where it's announcing that we're not going to call the Abyss. I don't want to read the depressing one. I want to read the cool one. I want to read the cool one. Come on. Oh, check this out. Someone wrote, "Where's LBM's graffiti in the event? I know they're not competing due to the pandemic, but we shouldn't be disallowed from showing our support and affection for them because they did get this far, and them not being able to compete is out of their hands." Actually, it was in our hands. Correction, it was in our hands. The devs didn't choose for us. We chose. Anyway, moving on to the post. Why can't we have a graffiti for our team? The event? Commemorate the moment. It just seems like you sideline NAEU every chance you get. I'm crushed they're not in Call of Abyss, but it's for understandable reasons. But let me show my love in game. Nami out here. Nami Kos. Wow. She really must like us. Either that or she just wants to show that she wants NAEU to compete. Because clearly she knows that we never get recognition here. Oh my gosh, someone said she's a member of the team. That's why she's commenting about it. Some people are so cruel. That Wu Ching skin is so plain but so neat. It's cool. It's decent. Am I joining the tourney? I need a team for Scar. I'm asking my Call of Abyss team, but most of them haven't responded to whether or not they're going. Okay, I don't know why our graffiti didn't show up. Here's what I do know, though. Our team, for the longest time, didn't have an icon. So there was no graffiti to make. How can the devs make a graffiti for us if we didn't even have a team, like, icon, a team badge? Like, you know how AO has its own badge? Like, its own icon, its own, like, little picture? We didn't have one. We, I don't remember who, but someone in our team finally made the announcement that we got, our own, like, yeah, I don't know what it's called, like, our own portrait, I guess, for LBM. And it was around the exact same time when the team graffitis came out. So, I seriously think a graffiti for us didn't show up because we didn't have one on time. We didn't have one until it was too late. I think that's the reason why, not because they sidelined NAEU. I feel bad for this warrior. He kind of got screwed. You know what? There's a cipher right up there. Oh. Wow, I don't even have my presence ability. Wait, where'd he go? I need his infinite rockets. Alright. I think this forward's going to save. And now the dancer is. Darn, GS didn't catch anyone, unfortunately. Just making sure she's not trying to juke me and make me waste, a rocket, like a modified drill. That's what I do all the time as mercenary. Thank you, GS. Break the pallet, at least. Forwards here. I think he already has a modified drill on him, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure he already does. Okay, well, that's why you guys run Desperate Fight in Duo Hunters. Yep, that's why you run Desperate Fight. Because people love to stun in this mode. Oh, hello. Oh man, she just portaled straight to me, right as I... Oh crap. Just gonna kill this robot. Someone's up there. He might have a flare gun. I actually think he... Nope, someone else did though. That's so annoying. Right as I try to attack, I lost my modified drill and everything. I'm gonna need an infinite rocket at this point. No, I won't. She's over here. No. Get out of my way, bro. Doesn't work against Desperate Fight. Rage plus Desperate Fight. And my Smiley actually got the Priestess. I actually have to guard the cipher now. Alright, forward died as well, so I guess it's not all bad. Someone's opening a chest. I think there's a chest right here. Yep, I was right. Wow, are you kidding me? No, he picked up Prospector. I wanted him to pick up Doctor because Prospector has a modified drill. Alright, he's guarding Doctor. Alright, and that's game. That's tie. Not tie, I mean win, so we don't need anyone else. See, well, the game lagged a little bit. They're at the other gate anyway. I wouldn't have made it. She's somewhere in the ship. Or she's just by dungeon. Please don't stun me. Okay, well, unfortunately, Smiley got stunned. What does LBM stand for? It's really dumb. It's something about how Liz likes like some sort of car. Something maybe like Bugatti, I think. Oh no, or Lamborghini. You forgot today was Friday. Today is Friday, Bear. I feel you, Bear. I feel you. Especially when I don't go to school for the past 4 months. Yep. I feel you, man. Never looked at a calendar the past 4 months. Oh god, triple enchantresses. So, by the way, this is my build for 2v8. You always run Rage. Always use Rage. Because people just stun you randomly. If people stun you multiple times in a row... Oh wow, I'm running out of battery apparently. If people stun you multiple times in a row, Desperate Fight is good. And then Street Sweeper is just because people always heal in 2v8. Healing happens 3 times as much, or 4 times as much as in like 1v4 because you know people like to heal in this mode a lot more. And plus there's a lot more people. So Street Sweeper is really useful. These other 3 abilities, Trump Card, Insolence, and Confined Space, on Lakeside and Circus there are close to no useful windows that are worth looping. Trump Card isn't worth it because why would you want to switch from any of these traits when Teleport is good early game, mid game, and late game? Like you guys saw, early game Teleport was really good, mid game Teleport is really good, late game Teleport is really good. There's never a time in Duo Hunters when you don't want to use Teleport. And finally, Insolence. Insolence is self-explanatory. Even if you're using a hunter like Clown, Insolence is still not needed because you can double team with your partner and gain presence that way very easily. So makes Insolence close to useless. Right, I don't know where Smiley is. He got, I got that spawn, so I think he's on the other side of the map. I did not want to run into her, but I did put a modified drill on her. She has a modified drill on her, so it's not all bad. Yes, yes. No, 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 no! I wish you would have waited. Yes, now we can Terror Shock her. Yes, Terror Shock. 3 Terror Shock. Nothing she could do right there. That's another thing about double teaming. It eliminates so many kiting routes. It makes the slides useless, basically. Okay, someone's hiding right here. Oh, come on! I did not hit that. There's like no rocket pieces left here, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna go ahead and move this Perfumer somewhere else. I'm playing Clown? Oh, I forgot you existed. Could have Terror Shocked him. Perfumer has modified drill on her, so she's not getting up anytime soon. That is not how you syringe, my dude. That's also why Doctor's not good, because, like, you never want to use syringe mid-kite. What he should have done is he should have moved away. I could have dropped her, but I didn't feel like it. Does she have a gun? Nope, she has perfume. I was in the power, really? Oh no, I just forgot. I should have been camping perfumer. I'm so stupid. Wait, what is he doing? Shit. Oh, he's the one with the wand. That was a really crappy dash. Does he have a speed pill? This is so annoying. I hate it when they have a speed pill. He didn't use his illusion? Really? Okay. I'll take it. I don't even know if I have time to, get this. I kind of have to. I'm pretty sure, I don't know which, I think it's strength potion. It makes me, reload it, like, what do I call this? Like, put effects on my rocket quicker. I think she has the crowbar. Oh, and she's dead. Oh, she was the perfumer. Okay, so now the crowbar is out of the game. Wait, she had the crowbar though, right? Yeah, nobody's gonna be coming. And I saw Prospector go to this gate. Okay, and it's too late. It's barely too late. Oh gosh, pick him up, pick him up! No, don't attack! Don't attack! Oh my gosh. Alright. That was such an intense game. That was so close. How are we even winning these? Man, I really wish more people got to see the Noon the Manor video. I really like it. It's probably my favorite video that I've made, at least. I don't know, maybe it just doesn't get recommended to people. Should I go Gamekeeper? Gamekeeper is the only hunter in the game that has built-in rage. He's the only hunter in the game that you don't even have to have rage enabled. You already have 20% increased stun resistance. I don't know why they gave him that buff, that he also recovers from all stuns faster. But he has it. So that means you can combo it with rage and have 40% increased resistance to stuns. It's pretty cool how he's like the only hunter that has that he recovers from stuns quicker. He's also a very, very good hunter to double team with, because if both teammates time their hits, they can hit the exact same time right as the Gamekeeper hooks someone. Where is he putting his cat? I'm confused myself. Nobody's here. Oh wait, somebody is there. I can't let him use that portal. Dude, how many people are there in this? Mine. It's mine. Oh man, this steals. I'm just gonna kind of build up stun resistance, I guess. I don't know if my he's camping. What's with the frames? The frames are really bad right now. Why are the frames so bad? Gosh. Leave the gardener alone. Man, I thought I could put it on the chains now. Yeah, what is with the frames? The frames are so bad right now. I've never had frame issues before. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go down to low quality because this is painful. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting fooled by you, coordinator. Definitely. That's fine. She had 2 guns, wow. Okay, and look who else wants to stun. I think he's got Gardener. Oh my gosh, leave me alone. Thankfully, oh my god. That is such a valuable activation. I think they saved Gardener and Prisoner with that. Wow, this is not how you coordinate it. Yes! Yep, that's why you use, oh my god, does he have a flare gun as well? They're opening that. Oh, dude, what is he doing? Smiley, you're walking past all these people, dude. We could still win. It's still possible. Oh, are you kidding me? Dungeon's open? She's probably gonna get out as well, actually. The only way is to catch the forward. That's the only way. Yes. Now to force her to get out. Oh my gosh. Smiley, you don't chair people next to dungeons or open exit gates. Oh my goodness, dude. Smiley, basic Hunter 101. You don't do that. Wait, why am I running trump card? Oh, you know what? How can I use this? Is there a way for me to use this? There is. Smiley! Thank goodness. I thought we were gonna like double hit him right there, but Smiley just waited. Psyche's so proud of his balloon steal. We need a 2v8 Psyche guide. I can give you a hunter guide for 2v8, but I'm terrible at Survivor. Like, I don't know what to do with my points. For every flare gun, we get $10. I'm glad I picked Gamekeeper because I got flare gunned a million times. Dude, why are the frames so bad? Is it because my iPad's overheating? That's Psyche and Smiley. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the frames. I've never had frame issues before. Never. I think it's because my iPad's getting so hot from being charged. The nice thing about 2VA is that when you change your quality in a 2VA match, that quality only counts for 2VA. It doesn't change for any other mode. Yes, nice GS, Smiley. I'm sorry, I just call him GS, Instincts. That's actually his clan name. Really? He's not going after Doctor. Oh, Mind's Eye. Okay. Nice. Well done, GS. Smiley, I mean. Not, good catch. Alright, we got her. Pretty easy. Yeah, we're going up. This is a great start. Oh, and Prospector is here, exposing himself. Yeah, this is a good match. Usually the goal after you chair someone in 2v8 as Hunter is try to hit someone twice before having to teleport back to the chair. But it seems like in this case I'm going to be able to straight up just chair a second person before teleporting to my own chair. This is also why teleport is like a must for a 2v8. Because there are so many people around you that it's way more worthwhile to focus on someone else while you're waiting for the chair time to run out. And then once the chair timer runs out, then you teleport back. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to camp the Prospector because I have to stick on the Mind's Eye. The Prospector is more of a bonus, really. It's not a must to camp him because the Mind's Eye has a lot more progress made on Mind's Eye than on that Prospector. One thing I like to do as Hunter is hide my red light, make it look like I'm facing a different direction, but still watching them. Especially as Ripper. Ripper, it's super obvious. It's like, it's not really obvious at all. I gotta let her struggle out because she's gonna heal herself. Oh wait, never mind. I got the Prospector. Oh, so this is even better. Okay. I'm gonna put Prospector on the chair first, so that his chair timer can start ticking down. Is that the Prospector I chaired earlier? It is. I'm not gonna be able to pick him up though. I have to focus on Mind's Eye. So yeah, Mind's Eye is just gonna be. This is her last chair. And then. Wait, he's damaged. Why am I waiting? Oh, he had the watch. Oh, I'm so glad I waited now. Okay, you also have the watch apparently. Anybody right there? No. Darn, I wanted to use this balloon to hit the person rescuing the Prospector, but she dropped the pallet in my face. By the way, I really do like Hunter. This is not something I do to like keep the stream alive. If I really wanted to end the stream, I would. But I really like dual Hunter mode and regular Hunter. It's just I don't play either. I main Survivor. But I like both Hunter and Survivor as long as I don't miss like that. That was a free hit and I missed it. But yeah, I'm not some like starter Hunter. Both from experience and watching other hunters at my level helps me to become a better hunter. You know, even though I main Survivor, I can learn a lot from my opponents. Just in case he had an owl, I didn't want to, you know, use a regular attack. I wanted to use a Foggy Blade. Okay, so now it's just Mind's Eye. And I'm pretty sure I heard Hurricane in this direction. Yeah. Darn, where is she though? Oh, she's right here. Oh, he's about to get stunned. Oh, okay, never mind. I got her. Okay, here's the seer. Smoke bomb party? Sure. Smoke bomb is like the worst item in this game. It blinds everyone's vision. It blinds mostly the hunter's vision. Okay. It's quite smoky around here. Is he really letting the Mind's Eye escape through dungeon? Man, we wasted all this time for nothing. She got up. That Seer skin looks stupid. I said that was one of my favorite skins for Seer. Did I find a partner? Not exactly. Ollivander isn't always available for evening ring sessions. Sometimes he has a duo, sometimes he doesn't. Miasma, I've considered asking Miasma, but I'm pretty sure he does Hunter rank in the evening. I don't know, one time I asked him and he said he's doing Hunter rank. It was like 2 days ago. That prospector was just strolling. I don't know what that prospector was doing. I'm back from trash the internet disconnecting. Welcome back, Bear. Finally your internet is working. I'm stream sniping. Okay, Smiley. I guess it's allowed since we're teammates. For now, at least. Survivor needs a lot of teamwork. It does need a lot of teamwork. Even if you're good at both rescuing and kiting, it just doesn't work out. You can be an amazing kiter and an amazing rescuer, but without your team, you're nothing. So it's like you have to depend on your team no matter what. Black Culver Abyss seer skin is bad. Okay, yeah. I'm not a big fan of it either. It's a seer skin though. I like the white seer skin more. The one that's like lunar or something. He got that nose thing on his face. It's supposed to be some sort of night vision. You know what? I have an X-Boy portrait, but I never play X-Boy. I used to play X-Boy a lot. Back then, to get dynamic portraits, you actually had to play the character. Oh, no, he went X-Boy. Alright. This team has double mercenary, really? People like going mercenary? Perfumer skin from Call of Abyss looks cute, I wish I got it. I don't think there was a perfumer skin this, right? Unless you're talking about the one I own, Appio. Then yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. Like, when you compare the Call of Abyss perfumer skin to all the others, it really stands out. Even though it's not the best, in my opinion, just because of how repetitive the other perfumer skins, it makes it the best skin. And, like, at first I didn't like it, but when I see how repetitive all the skins are, how, like, it always has something to do with, like, wedding or something like that, or, like, some fancy event. Oh my gosh, how am I not stunned? So that's what I hate about Spider. There isn't a cipher here? What? There's always a cipher here. She thinks I can't see him. Oh. I was trying to place it on the wall. Sometimes it doesn't let me place it on the wall. It's for specific walls where it doesn't let you do that. Explorer struggling noises. Those are definitely new. Didn't it used to be like... For a long period of time in this game, a lot of characters had the same voices. I'm pretty sure Explorer used to have Thief's struggling noise. No. Thief was unique, actually. I don't remember who. Oh, Lucky Guy, Mercenary, and a Robot Sheriff voice. They never changed that. Did he drop all the pallets here? No, well, I'm just gonna break the pallets. Cause like I don't think I'm getting a hit. I mean, I could if I use my web, but he's probably just gonna football away. Wow, so they're actually not going for the rescue. By the way, if you get caught in a spider web, it stops you from using an ability for like a second. I'm guessing that's why the forward didn't use his football. Oh my gosh, did GS not hit a single person this entire time? Okay, there's the first hit. There it is, the first hit. Man, I thought he'd go to the side. And this is a really bad start. Okay, there's the second hit, I guess. I don't know, maybe he got a hit earlier, but they healed? All I know is that we're not doing very good. He should really camp my chairs to get his presence up. Like, if you're playing a weak hunter that's hard to like get it going, then you should be the one that camps chairs, not me. Cause Spider is best at pursuing, not camping. Axeboy's a lot better of a camper. Oh my gosh, can I just say these frames are like what the heck? These frames are like next level. There's a lot of people here. Man, he's not catching that forward, is he? I have to help him out, dude. He can't kill anyone on his own. Oh my god, and he has double football. Yeah, this is the one I don't think we can come back from because all the hits, all except 2 hits, have been done by me. That's annoying. It's so bad. And I don't understand why the frames are so bad. Dude, why? Just leave me alone. The survivors look like robots now when they walk from far. Yeah, and these frames completely mess up my aim. I think it's because my iPad's so hot, that's why. Gosh, it's 3rd hit of the game. Nice. Finally, we're getting somewhere. You know what? He should camp the Cypher. I should be the one chasing people. Oh no. It doesn't seem to be finished. Oh, he just got a fireball off, finally. This has become just a session where we just talk trash about GS. I'm sorry, GS. I probably should have considered that you've never ever used X-Blade before, have you? That was a bad stun. I wasn't even gonna go for her at that point. If GS, if you're listening, just know I'm sorry. Nothing personal. But just in our current situation, I really need... Oh gosh, the battery notifications, man. I just really need something to happen, man. I feel like I'm just relying on the web shots at this point. Oh my gosh, and these frames are making it so hard to aim. That's primed. Do you guys see this? This is ridiculous. I don't have problems like this normally. I can't aim, dude. I'm just gonna unplug my iPad. Everything I do is so much slower. And why am I stunned for so long? Jeez. Like, why is the game literally, like, going at snail speed? Honestly, at this point, it'd be a miracle if we can even get a tie. Dude, it's impossible to maneuver like this. Wow. I really hope he comes back to camp his mercenary, by the way. Okay. I think he has teleport, probably. Oh no, mercenary's right here. Okay, yeah. So... You know what? Maybe we can pull off a win. I don't think so, but maybe. We can just get a detention hit off. Nope. Dude. I needed that detention hit. How many stuns do you have? Okay, well, there's not really much point chasing them anymore because the gate's open. But this one's not. I'm just gonna keep... I don't know, I'm gonna force this robot to keep moving around. Wait a minute, okay, actually I have to take this robot down. Because, my teammate's in trouble. Oh, there's someone with crows right there. No. We were really close to getting a window. You know what, there's still hope if they go for the rescue, which they did. If I can just get there in time. which I'm not. Okay, we actually have to go after the mercenary. Okay, that was a bad idea for him to teleport because now he's just gonna get shot. You know what? We just need these people out of here, actually. Get out of here. Everyone get out of here. Hit him, GS. GS, hit him. There might be hope now. Darn. Okay. I mean, all I needed was my teammate to hit her as soon as she struggles out, but I had Cocoon anyway, so it's fine. You're talking about the one I have? Thanks, Appio. I like it as well. As I've said before. Sands of Time is the best A skin, really? I don't think it's the best. Ripper's S skin is the best overall. I really like it myself. Magician sounds weird. Appio, I'm pretty sure you remember. Don't you remember when Magician had like his ult sound effects and they decided to change it for some reason? Oh, you remember? Does anyone remember when Forward used to have Thief's noises? And then they changed it so Forward has his own? The Axway seems like Mini Groot. I have it as well. I'm sorry for the frames, guys. My iPad has been overheating like crazy, seriously. Thief was Forward. Forward was Thief. Oh wow, these forwards, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go X-Boy. Who should I go as? It's the best with dealing with forwards. You know, technically Hell Ember is the best. You guys want to see Hell Ember? Give us Bonbon. Sure, I'll go guard. I'll go Penguin Dude. Gamekeeper. I don't know if Gamekeeper is the best. It's easy to dodge his hook from far is the problem. That's no penguin. How am I even playing like this? I don't know. I do it for the stream, I guess. This is unbearable. These frames. Someone has bad Wi-Fi. If someone has bad Wi-Fi, it just sits on this loading screen like that. And if 30 seconds pass, then it just automatically starts the game and like doesn't even bother with the person anymore at that point. I want to double team because Bonbon has a hard time getting hits on people. Like in 1v4, it's a lot easier to get 4 bomb connections. But in 2v8, you need 6, and that's a big deal. That's another reason why Blood Queen isn't as useful in 2v8, because instead of 2 mirrors, you need 3 mirrors to kill a person. Mistakes have been made. I can't believe she did that twice. Whatever, it's fine. I'll take it. Straight up missed. Oh, you know what? No survivors. Help me out right there. It's helping me out right now. Oh, now it's just the one. How's it going? Leave it alone. Yes, yes. Help me out, boy. Look at this. This is the only mode where no survivors is useful in. This one. Because there's all these survivors around you usually. Oh, you know what? What am I doing? I'm Bonbon. I forgot I'm Bonbon. Why am I waiting to try to take out these forwards? I'm pretty sure this skin for Penguin has its own animations for everything. It has its own window vault animation, it has its own standby in the room. It has its own visit. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that this skin not only is like regular Bonbon visit, but if you're wearing this skin, it has its own visit. I'm gonna have to leave that forward behind. Someone will have to go heal him. Here's my problem with, wait, is there a forward? No. Lucky me. The problem with, Guard 26's, 1000 presence ability is that, it's easy to dodge if you're a survivor. All you have to make sure is watch if the penguin's holding like a bomb that's ticking. Like you can tell, it looks different. It makes different effects. Like right now, I hold it right now. You guys can see that yellow mark. I'm pretty sure you all know about it. Oh, come on, right in the middle. Like, unless you predict it like that. Okay, there we go. That was a good bomb. That was a good one. That one would have been hard to avoid as a survivor. Needless to say, I'm kind of rusty on my bonbon gameplay. Man, that took a long time just to push that forward. Alright, I'm gonna get some pills. Drugs are bad, but don't worry about it. Hi, mommy. Uważaj na kabel. Okay. Ale inne mody. To nie jest rank już. Rank się już skończyło. Oh. God. Look at how good No Survivors is. Within the effects of 30 meters. They buffed No Survivors, so that's actually useful. That was good. Wow, look at how fast they get back bombs. He didn't get rescued, right? Did he get rescued? No, he didn't. Oh my gosh, leave me alone. Why do I have to chase the forwards? Okay, well I got a lot of pallets to break. Black mud doesn't actually do damage anymore, by the way. It's not worth buying. Nice. What is that warrior doing? I think that warrior... Oh no, not warrior, it's Enchantress. Is that Enchantress AFK? Oh, so sorry if you guys hear a noise. My mom turned on the air conditioner. If that's why you guys hear a noise, it's because of that. I don't know, is he trying to kill him? No, I guess not. Alright, this is gonna be the last one, guys. Unfortunately. My mom has to go to sleep. You're very late, Len. I don't know if smoke bombs still damage survivors. They used to, but they're so hard to aim. How do I stream for 4 hours straight? I don't know. How is my voice still alive after 4 hours straight with no water? Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have a rank partner tomorrow, Smiley. I forgot what Smiley plays. I don't remember. It doesn't really matter anyway. Alright. Open this. Oops. Anyway. I gotta go, guys. See you later then. Till, Monday.